Starting a roofing business is really hard. Growing a roofing business is really hard. Maintaining a roofing business is really hard. Entrepreneurship is hard. Leadership is hard. The reality of it is, we're in an industry that's quite challenging. And a lot of people, I don't think, realize how difficult and how challenging it is when they go and start a roofing company. For whatever reason it is, you started a roofing company or you're thinking about starting a roofing company, I think it's really important to understand a couple of the key factors as to why roofing companies fail. There's a lot of reasons, obviously, but I'm gonna focus on three key reasons why roofing companies fail today. And really what it starts with is leadership. Okay, like John Maxwell says, he always says this, and what he says is everything rises and falls on leadership. And I can't stress to you how important that is. Okay, everything in your business, everything that happens, every success, every failure, ultimately comes down to leadership. And I think many of us start businesses and we really don't understand that concept at its full value. So starting there, we got to understand it's all about leadership, okay? Everything, it's on you. You start a business, if you want to grow a business, if you truly want to be successful, you must embrace your journey as a leader. Okay, a lot of people, like to think that, I'm not a great leader, or I wasn't, born with leadership qualities or leadership skills. That's a bunch of crap. Leadership can be developed. Leadership is a skill set that you can learn and you can develop over your career. You got to focus, you got to put the energy in to learning it. There's a million books out there, podcasts and studies and things to do to learn and grow as a leader. That's where you got to start, is focus on growing yourself as a leader if you really want to grow a big business. Now, why do roofing companies fail? Okay, the first reason I want to talk about today is the lack of emotional intelligence. Okay, a lot of leaders, a lot of people start roofing businesses and they just, quite frankly, don't have a great experience or a great skill set in interpersonal skills. Okay, they don't know how to lead people. They don't know how to interact and connect with people. They don't know how to take their own lens of things off and look at things from other people's perspective. So many times leaders fail and businesses fail because of that lack of emotional intelligence. So focus on that. Number two, hubris. What I mean by that is pride or arrogance or being overly self-confident. Okay, many of us, if we're in a place where we're gonna take the leap and start a business, we're gonna have a certain sense of confidence and pride, and that's good. You want to have confidence, but the reality is, if you're overly confident and you're too, arrogant to ask someone for help and to lean on others and ask and learn from others who know what you want to know and who have accomplished what you want to accomplish, you're setting yourself up for failure. So check the ego at the door. If you want to be successful and you want to grow a successful roofing business, you got to understand that you don't know everything, but you're expected to know everything. And that's part of the deal. And that's a tough pill to swallow, as we dive off the deep end and start a business and we're expected to have all the answers. We're expected to know everything, and quite often we don't. That's why it's so important to, focus and learn from others. Find people that you know that you can look up to and you can learn from, that are successful in this space and in this business, and lean on them. I'm one of those. I focus on that. I learned that early on in my career. I have lots of mentors. I've had amazing mentors throughout my life. When I started my roofing company, I looked around my market and I found who were the best, most successful companies out there and who the best leaders were. And I called them and I made friends with them. I connected with them and I did whatever I could to learn from them. And now that I've been doing this for almost 18 years now, in roofing for 11 years, I really feel that it's my purpose, my destiny, my obligation to give back and to serve others, to serve those other young entrepreneurs that are just getting started or trying to really take their business to another level. So feel free to reach out. If you're watching this video, if some of this is making sense to you, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, ask me questions. You can ask me anything, okay? I'm dedicated to helping other entrepreneurs and roofing contractors grow their businesses, feel free to ask me, and I'll either record it and send it to you, or we can connect on an individual basis, and I'll help you out. That's what I'm here for. But that's just number two. Okay, number two is pride, hubris, swallowing your pride, checking the ego at the door. Number three, this is the most vital. You think that it's roofing, we got hailstorms or large ticket items, how there's a lot of money involved. It's the path to $1 million in roofing is probably easier than most any other business out there, whereas $1 million business is a 1% business. Okay, if you can grow a business to $1 million, you're running a business that's less than 1% of businesses ever get to, and roofing is a path to do that quite easily. As many people would think, and it is. It's one of the easiest paths to get to that $1 million. Why do people still fail so often if it's easy to become a 1% business owner? Cash flow management. Okay, we tend to think that just because we deposit and have money in the bank that it's ours to do whatever we want with it. Okay, you have to separate yourself from the business. Okay, your business cash, the money going into your business, that's your business's money. That's not your money. Okay, you have to focus on what's best for the business first in order to thrive. And I think so many of us see a little success. It's easy to catch that, catch that wave, catch that little success. You put a few bucks in the bank and all of a sudden you think you're rich. We tend to adjust our lifestyles, go buy the boats, buy the houses, buy the trucks, and adjust our lifestyles to that one peak month or that one peak quarter or even that one peak year. But the reality of it is we have to adjust based off peaks and valleys, because you better believe there's gonna be peaks and valleys in your business. Cash flow management is key. You must job cost. You must find a great bookkeeper. You must pay attention to the money. Cash in, cash out every day, every week, every month. That is vitally important to running a great business. That's also one of the biggest reasons, if not the biggest reason, why roofing companies fail. It's because owners don't know how to manage their cash. They manage their cash based off of whatever historical conditioning they've had and whatever they've learned in the past. And that's not the right way to do it. You've got to learn how to become a CEO, how to become a fiduciary for your business, understand proper cash management, and you got to understand the timeline that it takes to collect your cash. We call this the cash conversion cycle. From the moment you start a project, you start incurring costs. And there's a timeline involved. And if we don't focus on that timeline, it gets really far out. And all of a sudden we have a huge AR. We may have a multi-million-dollar year and have this huge AR and still fail because we don't have management systems in place to collect that cash, to close, to complete that cash conversion cycle. That money is not yours individually until it's become profit. The company's been paid for, the bills are paid, all the expenses are taken care of, and then you've planned how to disperse and how to pay yourself as a business owner. It's a tough concept, but you've got to learn that. So focus on leadership, grow as a leader, make sure you can learn and grow as an individual as well. Okay, self-awareness and emotional intelligence is vitally important into leading, teaching, and inspiring other people, which is what you have to do to grow a successful business. Swallow your pride, check your ego at the door, get rid of that stuff, and find people that can help you. I'm here. If you want help, feel free to ask questions. Write me a question in a comment, and I'll go ahead and do my best to answer those. And then again, manage your cash, watch your cash, and make sure you're monitoring that every single day. Take care. Like, subscribe, leave a comment in the link below. Take care. I appreciate you. I believe in you. God bless.